Mm, mm, mm,
It's DJ
mm. Yo, let me holler at you real quick, player. Yo, I'm tired of hearing the same old line about you gotta be at a certain level or whatever to be on a radio or be at a record label or anything like that. Okay, let me tell you something. Just I ain't gonna hold y'all real quick because we gotta make beats and not excuses, right? This is not an excuse not to make beats. But what I want to say is, yo, back in the day, right? I started out as a DJ, right? Do you know this? Oh, okay, maybe you don't know it. But yes, I started out as a DJ. I say early, late or mid 80s, 86, 85, whatever it was, right? Started as a DJ. Yeah, yeah. Do the math. Started as a DJ, right? And, I was also literally making beats around that time with the Dr. Rhythm or whatever, right? But, as time went on, beat making beats was just a little something. I got inspired by Mantronic. I literally had the privilege of seeing Mantronic, perform and set up his equipment one day. And that just put me on a path to the beats. But eventually, making beats was very expensive. So, you know what I'm saying? So DJing was a little less. I could spend my money every week at my job at Denny's and buy records, right? So I would buy these records, right? And then someone I went to high school with, they told me there was an older cat and he belonged to a record pool. And I'm like, what the heck is a record pool, right? That's where you get like a stack of records every week. And with that stack of records and that subscription, right, you would get a sheet, a piece of paper, right? No computers like that back then. Piece of paper. And you were obligated with being trusted with these records to fill out a paper for each record that you listened to, played, or whatever, what you thought about it, graded the record, or whatever, right? It was different record pools back then, but most of them was pretty much the same. You had to do this, right? And this is my thing, man. So you would get these stacks of records, right? And you would fill out these pieces of paper. And this even carried on into the digital world, right? Like nowadays, I don't even know. I haven't belonged to a record pool in a while, but my last one I belonged to was B Junkies and Franchise Record Pool, right? You know what I'm saying? Shout out Mr. Excitement over there and Funk Flex. But Joe, so you were obligated to fill this out, right? Now you would get like literally like maybe 20 or 30 records every single week, right? It was like a industry drop day or something, whatever it was, right? Like a Tuesday or Thursday. It was something like that, right? And these records came from major labels. This wasn't somebody pressed up at their house or anything like that. This wasn't something that's most people made in home studios back then. These records were literally put out by major labels, right? I got an example around here. Like say this for example. I don't know if you can see that, but you know what I'm saying? It says demonstration only, not for sale. Okay? Demonstration only, not for sale. And this is a very popular artist, I think, myself, right? So we would get tons of these. And that's where a lot of these records come from. A lot of records that I have came from the record pools. Now, why am I telling you this? Because you got some industry lames on YouTube and all of that, and certain other Mark Zuckerberg products and stuff. Got them going around telling you got to be this to be at to get on here to get on there, right? Let me tell you something. Half of those records, we were literally giving them away or throw them in the trash. I'm not. It sounds crazy, right? But yeah, you would literally just have them hanging around. But a lot of those records ended up having a second life, when sampling started to get more and more popular, right? So I only saying all this to say, man, don't let these industry lames, right, tell you what you can and can't do. Because let me tell you something, man. The cream of the crop is not always on the radio. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Okay. There's never been a time or when the so-called underground or whatever you want to call it was being played on the radio. So there's no need to go around. Well, these days you got a lot of cats trashing what's on the radio, but I'm always telling them like, yo, I don't remember Mobb Deep being played 1 p.m. on a Sunday. Okay, it was at 3 a.m. on college such and such WMAS radio, whatever it was, right? You know what I'm saying? And also going to say, I got off topic a little bit, but also going back to say, these are not the cream of the crop. You know what I'm saying? So people now, it's different, okay? So now you get to see people in their process. You get to see people grow. And there's no need to be out here trashing cats, right? No need to be out here telling people what they can and can't do, right? It's okay to encourage people to grow, okay? You got to water these seeds and stop letting these industry lames tell you what you can do. Because they too started somewhere, okay? They too started somewhere. Imagine if the camera's around when so-and-so whatever was making beats in 1991. You would be like, what the hell? You know what I'm saying? Trust me, I seen some cats make beats in the early 90s. Like, man, get out of here. You know what I'm saying? But we didn't, this was a growing process. And then you see them later and be like, woo, that's homeboy from before? Yes. You know what I'm saying? He nice on the 808 and the MPC 62 or whatever it was. You know what I'm saying? The ASR 10. Yo, water, please, y'all, I'm telling you, man, just telling you, man, encourage each other. Don't listen to these industry lames, okay? Because I'm telling you, man, each one teach one, learn from another. Because this is all one big learning process, okay? One big learning process. And the beauty of it is we get to watch people grow. How many times have you seen somebody on IG or whatever, right? One of the Zuckerberg products. And they was just, you found them. They had 7 followers or whatever. Next thing you know, they done grew to 70,000. You see what I'm saying? Because their art has grown. Their art has grown. So you got to give everyone a chance, man. I'm telling you guys, don't get discouraged. I'm just letting you know, man. A lot of these records did not make it to the radio, okay? I would probably say 90% of these joints didn't make it to the radio, all right? So don't be discouraged, man. Put your music out. Your music is no good if nobody hears it, okay? If it's trash to you or whatever, that's fine. Put it out. And let some industry lame or whatever on YouTube or whoever, man, let them trash it. But guess what? That should only make you come back even stronger. You know what I'm saying? Yo, it's your man Kirk State. We got to do better, man. We got to lift people up, man. We got to lift the beat making community up. I'm just telling you, son. Peace.